Male Sigmas are often respected for their self-reliance, mysterious aura, and capacity to march to their own rhythm. They are depicted as rebels who defy social norms and as lone wolves who face life head-on with unwavering confidence, yet below this seductive exterior lurks a darker, less glamorous reality that few people recognize. Being a Sigma man has its own set of difficulties that may often seem overpowering and isolated, so it's not necessarily a mark of pride. The paradox of being a Sigma male is that while you value solitude, it can sometimes feel like a double-edged sword because you crave authenticity but the world frequently perceives you as cold or distant because you see through social pretenses. Clarity can also make you feel cut off from the very fabric of community. In this video, we'll explore the inner battles of Sigma guys, delving into the difficulties they confront behind their stern appearance, from dealing with social prejudices to overcoming loneliness. This is the hidden tale of what following the Sigma route really entails. Let's examine the facts that are sweet and spoken and provide light on the difficulties of being a Sigma man, including the burden of loneliness. Even the strongest lone wolf can feel the weight of isolation, but Sigma males prefer to be alone and find comfort and creativity in their own company. They aren't reliant on others for entertainment or legitimate validation, and this independence is frequently viewed as their superpower. Loneliness may appear unexpectedly, particularly during vulnerable times or significant life transitions. Humans are social creatures, and while Sigma males may favor deep connections over fleeting ones, their propensity to withdraw can make it challenging to foster relationships. They frequently find themselves in a paradox where they desire connection but detest the superficiality that frequently accompanies it. Feelings of alienation may result from this internal conflict as they search for those who really get their depth and beliefs. The key to overcoming this challenge is finding a balance between solitude and connection. They must learn to open up to those who share their values and embrace the vulnerability that comes with building authentic relationships. Additionally, society frequently misinterprets their solitary nature as arrogance or unapproachable elite, which further isolates them and creates a cycle where their independence becomes both their shield and their barrier. Sigma males frequently doubt whether their preference for solitude is worth the emotional cost of disconnection. Two people who are misunderstood by society in a culture that values conformity and labeling male Sigmas are particularly mysterious. Sigma males appreciate authenticity and hate pretense, which can make them seem critical or judgmental to those who don't understand their mindset. Because they don't follow the norms, they are frequently misunderstood and misrepresented. They are perceived as distant, rebellious, or even antisocial when, in fact, they are just living life on their own terms. Although this quality may be a source of strength, it can also make them a target for criticism and misunderstanding because of their innate propensity to challenge the status quo and question authority, which often puts them at contrast with conventional expectations. One of the main issues Sigma men deal with is the pressure to fit in with society's expectations for their relationships and careers. Unrelenting Sigma males often find themselves defying these norms, but doing so may have a price. They may experience criticism, loneliness, or even conflict with loved ones who don't comprehend the decisions they must make to overcome this obstacle. Finding like-minded people who value their authenticity and embracing their individuality can help Sigma males overcome the feeling of being misinterpreted. By remaining true to themselves, they can build a life that is consistent with their values, even if it occasionally means traveling a lonely path. Challenge 3. The psychological cost of independence. One of the characteristics of a Sigma male is self-reliance. They take pride in their capacity to manage life's obstacles without the assistance of others. Although this independence is admirable, it can also be emotionally taxing because carrying the burden of responsibility all the time can result in burnout, stress, and even feelings of inadequacy when things don't go as planned. Because they see it as a sign of weakness or vulnerability, Sigma guys often find it difficult to ask for assistance. On the one hand, this perspective encourages kids to handle difficulties independently and build resilience, but on the other hand, it keeps them from asking for help when they really need it. Their unwillingness to depend on others is another way that this emotional load shows itself in their relationships. May lead to a situation where they are seen as emotionally unavailable or aloof, which may strain their relationships and leave them feeling misunderstood and alone in dealing with this difficulty. Instead of seeing vulnerability as a weakness, Sigma guys need to learn to embrace it as a strength. By encouraging a healthy balance between self-reliance and dependency, they can lessen the emotional toll of always going it alone. Asking for assistance or discussing their challenges doesn't decrease their independence, rather, it improves their capacity to handle life's complexity. Challenge 4. The stress of striving for perfection. Sigma males often hold themselves to very high standards. Their desire to better themselves and their contempt for mediocrity motivate them to achieve success in a variety of spheres of life. While this aspiration is admirable, it may also result in perfectionism, which has its own set of difficulties. Perfectionism can take the form of an incessant inner critic that pushes Sigma males to do better, be better, and accomplish more. This mindset can be both empowering and crippling. On the one hand, it feeds their pursuit of excellence, but on the other, it produces a persistent sense of discontent and self-doubt. Their mental health may be impacted by this pressure to be flawless. Because they're always focused on the next objective, Sigma guys may find it difficult to appreciate their successes. This unwavering drive may cause tension, worry, and even burnout in an effort to fight perfectionism. Sigma male has to develop self-compassion, which acknowledges that errors and imperfections are a natural part of being human. Accept their imperfections and find satisfaction in their work. By reorienting their attention from perfection to advancement, people may continue to strive for greatness without compromising their well-being. 5 people who struggle with satisfaction and purpose. Deep thinkers, Sigma men seek meaning and purpose in all they do. They are not satisfied with petty goals or conventional standards of success, and although this search for meaning is a distinguishing characteristic, it may also lead to existential conflict. Sigma males' quest for meaning frequently causes them to reflect on their decisions, aspirations, and even their role in the world. This introspection can be illuminating but also debilitating. They may find themselves feeling restless or unsatisfied all the time, searching for something that seems just out of reach. This struggle is made worse by their dislike of social norms. Others, however, could find contentment in more conventional routes like marriage, professional growth, or financial achievement. Sign guys often reject these norms, which may leave them feeling lost and unable to find a purpose that fits with their own ideals. In order to overcome this obstacle, Sigma men need to embrace their journey as an ongoing process of self-exploration. Finding meaning doesn't necessarily include knowing everything. Sometimes it involves accepting ambiguity and discovering new paths. By concentrating on their beliefs and hobbies, people may design a happy life that really captures who they are. Being a sign of a man is both a gift and a task. Although their independence, sincerity, and self-awareness distinguish them, these qualities also have a darker side, ranging from overcoming social misunderstandings to combating loneliness. The journey of the Sigma male is not without its difficulties, but by accepting vulnerability, engaging in self-compassion exercises, and pursuing equilibrium, these difficulties need not be obstacles. Sigma guys are able to use their challenges as opportunities for growth. Their experience serves as evidence of the strength of leading a genuine life despite hardship. If you thought this investigation was interesting, please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Together, we can illuminate the unseen tales and celebrate the complexity that make each of us unique. Share your ideas on the difficulties of being a Sigma man and how you have overcome them.